Assalamu alaikum and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for tuning in to this vlog, which is a nostalgic day trip to Jeddah. I was born there. I spent the first 14 years of my life there, and it was really exciting to take my kids and show them around the city where I grew up. So we asked the hotel lobby how to get to the Haramain train station, and they told us to take this bus, which is marked by the Mecca logo. So here we are taking the free shuttle service from Jebel Omar Marriott to the main Haram station, and this was us in the Mecca bus, which takes us through the city to the Haramain train station. Once we arrived at the Haramain station in Mecca, we purchased the tickets to Jeddah, and then we had some time to spend here, so we ended up at the Starbucks to get some snacks while we wait for the train. I was really excited on this day because I was not only going to see my aunt and uncle, who I hadn't seen in the last 15 years, but I was also going to see my cousins and also just see Jeddah, where we grew up, and take the kids there. So this is inside of the Haramain train, which is so nice, you guys. So the train has a nice cafeteria and you can purchase drinks and snacks from there. So I had heard that the coffee was really good, so we purchased a coffee. And you guys, the train was so quick. It travels at 300 kilometers an hour. And we had taken off from Mecca, walked through the cabins right here. As you can see, the doors are automatic and they'll just open. We were in the farther cabin. So we had walked all the way to the cafeteria, purchased a coffee. Pretty much by the time we got back, we had almost arrived in Jeddah. It was that quick. So a really great experience. The trains are comfortable, spacious, and very clean. So I highly recommend the Haramain train system to travel from Mecca to Medina or to Jeddah. Very efficient system. Here we are arriving at the Jeddah station. It was very quiet the day that we were traveling to Jeddah. It was in the morning time, so we arrived at 11 a.m. And we were just going up the station. I'll show you in a second here how amazing this station is. It's so gorgeous, very aesthetic, and very empty too. I was surprised to see how quiet it was. But it's very nice, clean, efficient. Love that about this system. After we arrived here in Jeddah, we waited for my uncle to come pick us up and take us to his home. And my aunt had cooked a delicious home-cooked meal for us, which was such a treat after all the fast food we had been eating. And so after lunch, my uncle took us back out and drove us around the city. So this was the home where we grew up in the late 80s, early 90s. So many memories here. And this is my elementary school, you guys. I went here from grade 1 to 8, which is so crazy. And it was super nostalgic being back here. A lot of the memories were just flooding back. And I was telling the kids all about it, telling my husband about it. But yeah, it's such a blessing to be able to visit again. And this is the neighborhood where we used to visit a lot or spend a lot of time, for grocery shopping or just restaurants and things of that sort. It's changed quite a lot because obviously it's been so long. 25 years since we left Jeddah, 25 plus. But still really nice to visit and see. The names of the restaurants are still the same. I still have memories of these restaurants. And so our uncle then took us around the city, and we were spending time with my cousin. The kids were getting to know her, and it's just such a blessing to be able to spend time together, especially when you have cousins that live overseas. You don't get to see them as often, so this was such a nice treat, alhamdulillah. And my uncle asked where I wanted to go. And so I told him I wanted to go to Jarir Bookstore, which is a place that I had loved to go as a young child. I used to get the Annette Blyden books and Sweet Valley High from here. And the memories just flooded back being back at Jarir. So think like Chapters, Indigo, Barnes & Noble kind of bookstore. Same types of books available, obviously, but this was a store that I used to frequent a lot. We used to go as a family, and my sisters also enjoyed it a lot. This was like probably our favorite place whenever my dad would ask us where did we want to go. So a lot of those memories came flooding back. Here's my uncle and my cousin, and we felt so grateful that he took us around. And then this is us driving back. He was showing us all the cities and the streets. And guys, there's a Tim Hortons there in Jeddah. And then he was also showing me all the women's fitness and the gyms. It was a really, really nice time, alhamdulillah. We were only there for a few hours, but it was so nice to meet with them and hang out and talk to them. And then they ordered al-bake for us, which was so delicious, you guys, because the lineups in Mecca and Medina for al-bake are crazy. And this was our nostalgic day trip to Jeddah. Thank you so much for following along with me. Comment and like, and be sure to watch the next part because that will be a video about our Mecca ziyarah. Thank you for watching. Assalamu alaikum.